this project's a little closer to home. I have a son that is ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder, and we took him to a sensory place one day, and they had this ball pit lit up. It was really cool, and he loved it, and it was super calming to him. And I wanted to try to recreate that in his room. Just so happened we had a bunk bed that we're not using the top bunk anymore. So we're going to go ahead and utilize that top bunk that's not being used for this project as the frame. So we're going to take this frame, we're going to pad it up, fill it, put some lights on it, and fill it with some ball pit balls and let him have a blast. So I have the top bunk down, put it down on the ground. Now we're going to clean it up and get ready to attach the other supports to it. These are the boards I'm going to use to give it a little more space, surface area for the pads to attach to, and also a little bit of extra support so they're not pushing through and getting the balls out of the ball pit. So I'm also going to be using some LED lights that can be set to different colors and patterns, and it's key to this. So going to go ahead and line the bottom of this in the support boards that I'm adding. I'm going to go ahead and try to use my router and route a groove that the lights will go ahead and set into. So just kidding with the router. The router broke. It's kind of old and doesn't want to hold on to a bit anymore, so the bit just pops off and or slides out, and it can't get tight anymore or loose. It's kind of stuck where it's at. So I'm going to go to an alternate plan, and I'm just going to mount them straight onto the pad. The lights came with these flexible rubber kind of grommet mounts, so I'm going to go ahead and use those to attach the lights kind of low to the mattress, or low to the pads next to the mattress, so they shouldn't get bumped, but they'll still work kind of how I was planning. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a slice down one of the noodles and go ahead and cover up the top edges all the way around the top of the ball pit. We've got the lights installed. I'm going to go ahead and test them out and see how they look. So I had an extra roll of lights that came with it that can only be used with the one power supply that it comes with it. So I'm going to go ahead and install them on the top rail underneath the tubes. The tubes weren't staying on really well with just the glue. So I'm going to install the lights on the top rail and then zip tie the noodles all the way around and see how that works. Dump those in.
Wait,
Dump them in.
Hudson could get the bag, and Hudson could get 5 bags in the bunk, and I could get... Wait, Simon!
Here, dump them. Nice.
Wait, Dad!
Dump it in. Nice. Ready?
Oh yeah,
Dump 'em in.
teamwork! Let's go teamwork!
Oh, there's one more.
Go inside.
A light, Hannah? A light? Yeah, ready? Woo!